Today we're going to be looking at two separate games, Totally Reliable Delivery Service and Moving Out. You'd be forgiven if you were looking at the box art for both of these games and didn't realize that they were in fact different. First thought could just be regional box art differences, but that is not the case. These are in fact two separate games. Compounding this confusion is the fact that these games were released on console within the same month of each other, and that their premise is based around moving boxes. I will review both of them in this video and let you know if either of them are worth checking out. Let's get to it. We will start with Totally Reliable Delivery Service. After quickly being shown the controls, you are thrust into a bright open world where your task is to deliver packages across town, into the sky, or wherever the recipient is located, and do it as quickly and with as little destruction as possible to earn money, cosmetic items, and trophies. One of the quick struggles I had with Totally Reliable Delivery Service was the test and see approach of what your character could do. I could not recall an instant in recent memory where I wish I had an instruction booklet for me to reference for the game controls, but Totally Reliable Delivery Service sure made me desire one. I played Totally Reliable Delivery Service soon after playing the last game I reviewed, Gunya Fighter, and the ragdoll-like physics that were the theme of that game is an unwelcomed mechanic in this game. Moving on to Moving Out. See what I did there? Alright, moving on. You start this game by learning the controls. What a concept. A quick tutorial and you get into the moving action. You work for a moving company and your task in each level is to collect all the designated items in each location and get them into the truck as quickly as possible. There's certainly a method in which to complete the levels quickly and to earn a gold medal. Usually it amounted to focusing on moving large items first and throwing all the lighter items as close to the truck as possible and just collecting them all after. Who knows, that worked for me. Maybe there are more efficient ways to do things. Once you complete each location, you unlock additional challenges that increase replayability. Completing the challenges provides an added bonus in the form of coins that will unlock games in the arcade. As each level is rather short, replaying levels to complete some of these challenges has not seemed like too much of a bother. Some are more challenging than others, and you might have to focus on one at a time to fully complete a level, but you should not feel obligated to complete them. The two games do share a couple more similarities. As you've seen, both games are very bright and colorful. As well, neither game really takes itself too seriously. For example, in Moving Out, you're certified FART once you complete the tutorial, and prior to starting at each location, there's silly banter between you and the boss. Totally Reliable Delivery Service, although initially difficult to get the hang of, does get easier to control. After I reset to the beginning the first time, I began getting help from control reminders about 20 minutes into my initial playtime. I'm quite unsure as to why these messages were not appearing as I started, but better late than never, I guess. For example, I did not realize you could raise your arms up, which makes struggling to get your box inside the vehicle slightly less of a challenge. Also, the vehicles are not very intuitive on how to drive them either. Driving controls are like an old N64 game. Turning is quite finicky, and if you turn too sharp, you'll drop your load and need to collect it and go at it again. Don't even get me started on how to maneuver the helicopter without instructions. This is an open world game, but just seems so empty. There are a lot of assets cutting in at the last second as well, which I don't think should be the case with a game that has such simplistic graphics. Is the graphical struggle intentional so you can post YouTube videos of your funny struggles? I mean, watch this footage of what becomes a Ferris wheel. Funny, yes, but also frustrating when you're just trying to learn how to play. The only driving you do in Moving Out is throughout the overworld, and you can smash other vehicles to your heart's content. They're not very good drivers either. Each location you go to has a minor gimmick that changes how you approach the move, and I have not encountered anything that has caused significant frustration. Not knowing what the challenges are until after your first clear of each location is a bit annoying, as I could focus on clearing an objective so I could get at least one coin the first time around, but unlocking them by chance on your first clear is also a nice bonus. The arcade games that you unlock are a nice distraction. The 3D Mario-like platforming level is the most challenging one so far, and I look forward to unlocking more as I go. You can also look forward to playing memory levels that unlock. For two games that share so many similarities, I'm surprised at how much they in fact differ from one another. Totally Reliable Delivery Service feels like it severely lacks polish. Terrans, poor vehicle control, and the ragdoll-like physics make it feel like I'm playing a game that was optimized for play on mobile, not consoles. Moving Out is more of a complete package. Huh? Fine, I'll stop. Simple controls, easy to follow and understand gameplay along with the arcade games and memory levels, it offers gamers a really enjoyable experience. I'm glad that I can recommend one of these games. I'm happy that after an unenjoyable time playing totally reliable delivery service, that I actually gave Moving Out a chance. For when it comes to these easy to mistaken for one another, moving around boxes games, I recommend Moving Out. Whereas, I do not recommend Totally Reliable Delivery Service. Thank you for taking the time to watch my review. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to like down below, and if you'd like to be notified of new content, subscribe to Sirlink Gaming.